All right, so this past Saturday, Jaron Ennis starches Custio Clayton, sends him to the Shadow Realm in the second round. Beautiful right hand. And he becomes Errol Spence's IBF mandatory. And since then, actually, it's kind of been since the Thomas Delorme fight. Yo, fans has just been doing the weirdest shit. Fans and outlets. All right, so I noticed that there was a video floating around that was pushing the narrative that first that Boots hit him Clayton with an illegal punch. And then I saw a doctored up video, or it just was so poorly made that it showed that Boots didn't hit Clayton with the right hand, and that they were saying that Clayton took a dive. So it's either, Boots is hitting people with rabbit punches, dudes are taking dives, and it's all because you don't want to believe what your eyes are telling you. You are so emotionally invested in Errol Spence and Terence Crawford being the guys, being the cream of the crop, being the new Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao, that you don't want to come to grips with what your eyes are telling you. The eyes are telling you that while those fighters are really, really good, that they're not special. And that the next guy is a 24-year-old from Philadelphia. Right? You don't want to believe that if Ennis gets in a ring with Crawford or Spence right now, that Ennis will defeat them. You don't want to hear that. So what you do is you put up obstacles. You move the goalposts. So he beats Lipinets. Oh, when is he going to beat a real 47? He beats Delorme. Oh, when is he going to beat a real 47? He beats Clayton. Oh, well, he hit him in the back of his head. Oh, well, yeah, Clayton took a dive. He didn't want to fight. Clayton was undefeated. Clayton had fought at 54 before, so he wasn't a small guy. The same thing happened to him, happened to Delorme. Same thing. Oh, we want to see him in there. He ain't ready for the top dogs. He need to beat somebody. Oh, okay, well, shit, put him in there with him. Let's find out. Oh, well, Crawford need to fight Spence. He need to go fight somebody else. Are you going to give him credit for that other person? No, you're not. And then what you'll do is, if I tell you, oh, I favor him to beat Spence. I favor him to beat Crawford. Then you'll say, okay, well, who does he beating for you to say that? Okay, well, who did Cassius Clay beat to let you know that he would do that to Sonny Liston? Who did Andy Ruiz beat to let you know he would do that to Anthony Joshua? Who did George Foreman beat to let you know that he would do that to Joe Frazier? The answer is nobody. Styles make fights. Sometimes there's a guy that comes along that it's either his style is favorable against that matchup, or he's just better than those guys and he hasn't had a chance to prove it. My eyes are telling me he's just better than those other two guys. Now, those are really, really good fighters. They're number one and number two in the division. Like, if you're going to add up everything, accomplishments and all that, you got to give them their props. But shit, in the ring, I favor Boots. And it's for like logical, tangible reasons. Like, guys get in my comments and say, oh, you being a fanboy, you being a homer. No, I'm not. Is it foreign? Let's look at Terence Crawford for a second. So you're telling me it's weird that I think that a bigger, stronger, 10 years younger fighter who punches harder, who can switch just like Terence Crawford, would beat him? That's illogical? Let's look at Errol Spence. Is it foreign? Is it weird? Is it illogical that I think that an 8-year younger, bigger, stronger, taller fighter with better skills, faster fighter, and who hasn't, had any extracurriculars outside the ring, hasn't had a situation with the detached retina car accident, would beat Errol Spence? That's illogical? Come on, y'all. Come on. You're too emotionally invested in that fight. You're too emotionally invested. Now, if you want to tell me that, yeah, Errol and Crawford would beat Boots, Okay, that's your opinion. I respect it. But don't tell me I'm crazy for feeling the way that I do. I got eyes. I know what my eyes are telling me. My eyes are telling me that I'm looking at the welterweight Roy Jones. Like, stop talking out of both sides of your mouth. Right? If you're saying that he's unproven and he needs to face the top guys, he needs to prove that he's an elite against the Thurman, Spence, and Crawfords. Don't make excuses for those guys not to fight him, because you're creating a no-win scenario for him. If those guys aren't obligated to fight him, then he'll never be able to prove to you how good he is. It's not fair, man. It's not fair. Every fighter deserves a chance to prove that they're the best. And like, I gotta call y'all to the carpet, man. Y'all on some bullshit. Y'all on some bullshit, and y'all need to quit it. All right, so ideally, Terence Crawford versus Errol Spence happens next. And I feel like he should get the winner. Like, yeah, I know that one of those guys are going to want to jump up to 154 pounds. Okay, fight him at 154 pounds. Like, the same dudes that was screaming that Errol Spence and Keith Thurman need to happen when Errol had 16 fights, or when Errol beat Leonard Bundu and Chris Algieri. Oh, yeah, man down. Keep scared. It's the same guys that said, well, who did Boots fight to get Errol? Shit. It's hypocrisy. Leonard Bundu and Chris Algieri is better than Delorme, Custio Clayton, and Lipinets? Really? Like, come on, y'all. Y'all picking and choosing. Stop picking and choosing. Hold everybody to the same standard. Like, ain't like Terence Crawford's resume is impeccable at 147 pounds. Like, okay, I got a question for y'all, and I want you to be honest with yourself. Is there anybody that Terence Crawford or Errol Spence has beaten at 147 pounds, or shit, even in their career, that you would favor Boots to knock out? If the answer's no, then he deserves a shot. If the answer's no, he deserves a shot. So, you can hit me with the rabbit punch thing. Well, if you know anything about boxing, if you dip your head down and duck while a punch is coming, and the punch hits you behind the head because you duck down, that's a legal shot. If you want to hit me with that was a phantom punch, shit. I would say go see some, like, a medical professional. And if you want to tell me that Virgil Ortiz or Conor Ben would beat him, I'm going to say I think you should watch MMA. This is the next guy. Come to grips with it. Like it, love it, I don't care. YSM Sports Media. We out.